and we are underway for Season 4 of F1 in Australia.
This was not supposed to happen.
Yes.
Oh my god, let's go!
And I fucking got it!
And it's really a huge curveball in the championship. Thanks for coming, guys.
I've got a lot to say about that.
420 Moke Music hasn't put a foot wrong today, crosses the line and wins in Greece.
Drive wins!
What the?
This was honestly an amazing way to show our critics that we have the potential and that we'll definitely be up there.
Hello, my name is Akarius. I was a former engineer as well as a team manager, now partaking this season as a team owner for a new Formula 1 team.
Oh, he's getting close. It's not enough though.
Critical Noob can't take low midday on the line, but it's a very good drive from both drivers.
This time around, the race was within expectable margins. Of course, you always want to ask more for more, but I felt that this was a great starting result considering his return to Formula 1 since many seasons ago. This success is going to be paving the way for a lot of confidence for this upcoming season, as it's the second race, along with the fact that it's our home race for representing our home country for this team. So it's going to mean a lot for myself and my team as well. I haven't slept for the last night, trying to contemplate this, how well this is going to go, as weird as that may be.
And they're off and away in Korea.
There's a spin. It's an air rock. Oh, low midday. He's backwards.
And low midday has gone into the wall.
He's out.
I personally hope that this is a one-time result, for as any driver would crash out at some point in time. So let's just hope that this will be a learning experience rather than a repeating result. Due to scheduling issues presented by our team, along with the fact that a lot of people were shutting our team for having good drivers and expecting them to entirely show up, people were shutting away possible reserve drivers and trying to bring them into their own team. This resulting us in not being able to have any proper reserve drivers to fill in those proper seats other than the main drivers themselves. Although we were chasing for a championship win, I felt that this would be basically a one-off as I try to pursue college in the upcoming year. However, due to our drivers having a lot of scheduling issues, I felt that it would be best to take it off my hands and into somebody else that might have a better chance than I am personally. Although this is regretful, I felt that this was a better choice of this team going forward.
That team was actually a gift to our modeler, who then partnered up with SkyJewels to create AeroK. Since he was given the team, we weren't going to allow him to sell the team, since that'd be directly if he waited a couple of seasons and then he sold the team, then it'd probably be like, sure, fair, but he didn't. So it was clear that he was trying to profit off of that, and we don't have any rules against that, but that's just common sense not to do that.
I was let know of this issue a little later. However, I felt that this would be more normal, as this would be bringing from the 13 player grid to 12, cutting one more team off the grid, along with the fact that our team was not entirely expected for the current grid. Overall, I felt it was a mistake that was just erased, and something that I failed to really accomplish, and more of a disappointment for myself, really. I felt that I should have done more for the team, but I just was never able to. And I'd like to formally apologize for any other teams that were affected by this.
My name is Gromowski, people call me Luca, and I'm one of the 3 ION senior directors. So I've made this decision to sell most of my teams because I ran out of time to manage them. I relied on East Sliders for most of this season and last season. Me and East haven't exactly had the best relationship for the past few races. He wanted more control. I didn't have time, so East made his decision. I respect it, but I have also decided to make a decision on my own, and we'll see how that pans out. he did a great job running the teams, but unfortunately he decided to part ways with us before, and I just didn't have the capacity to run my own team, so I decided to sell them.
Business as usual. Only difference now is, with a worse car and a slightly different team. But the car doesn't dictate the results. A lot of people tend to think that just because your car's worse, they start performing worse, but no, that is not the case at all. The driver makes the team, and obviously the people within the team make the driver. But again, if they can sustain themselves without me being here, I believe Red Star's on a right track.
I'm Tata of XLIV, and I'm the owner of Lamborghini Squadra Corsa. I bought the team from Luca as he was going through some busy situations, and he thought that I would be the best fit for an F1 team at the moment. I think that every race comes with nerves as you put a lot of time into Ion, but I am excited, and Aviation Chad has been a good driver to bring into the team to start, and I'm excited to get to France.
So, a few things happened after Greece. First, we saw the removal of Air Rock, which a lot of people talked about for a few days. But not only that, Grabowski gave up on his F1 team, Toyota ZR, and gave it to a new team owner, who called it Lamborghini Squadra Corsa. However, on July 8th, at 7:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in the League Announcements channel, only 2 days away from the French Grand Prix, Fasta posted a message that struck one emotion into the hearts of every driver in the F1 lineup. Fear. I never would have guessed that Fasta would have a change of heart only days away from the race day, and only a single day away from a practice. After the times I tried to reason with him, who would have guessed all that was needed was good behavior on Decair's part? But whatever happened, if it meant Decair was going to race in France, then that meant his spirits were at his highest, which meant this was going to make for the best racing has to offer.
This was not supposed to happen, and it's really a huge curveball in the championship. If Decair wins every race, which I don't see why he wouldn't, it's more or less, not more or less, it is impossible to win the championship. And that's that. Can't do anything about it, he's there. And I would have liked if they stayed true to their word and that 4-race ban remained a 4-race ban. Or if the ban was transferred to another race. Am I allowed to swear? I'm fuck.
But that's great because France was one of the only tracks I wanted to race in. It's kind of funny because I tried to bargain, moving my race bans to other races before. So yeah, my main goal was to race in France, and I achieved that. There was a bidding battle between Kaikera and Shayai, who had the most money in order to spend on me.
Decair messaged me and said that Kaikera was offering him the same contract I was, but for a spot with KRR. I guess he realized it would have been better to be racing with Decair than against him, so he was going to pull all the stops to avoid that. What he wasn't counting on, however, was me doing the same.
And Shayai ended up winning. So my $60 a race became $120 a race! Plus driver championship bonus and constructors bonus. 100 each. That's just insane.
I went from crazy to pure insanity.
So, let's actually get into some of the live action on track following here, Grand Star of Dakar. So, Shea, did you just want to run through the new teams that we've got for this weekend?
Well, we got a lot of big stuff going on. We've already heard from Brandstar that Dakar is now taking a run for it. There seems to be a bit of a traffic jam at the final corner. Not sure what that's about.
Yeah, what's happening there? I guess they're just waiting to go and get the best exit.
They're trying to keep away from the dirty air, but also getting some DRS, I think. And that should do it. That's going to be a 52.7 for Dakar on the pole position. Patrick Kuro, though, he's got 2 green sectors. He might be able to get something in the top 10. He's going to be finishing up that 3rd sector real quick as he goes across the final corner in about 2 seconds. Let's see what he gets. Coretta taking a 2nd. Patrick Kuro taking 3rd.
the car was feeling alright, and I think it's just about to choose the right strategy. We don't still know what we're gonna run, but we'll see in the race.
So Toots and Lance Droid are going to be the ones who got caught up in that wreck. You won't be able to see it because they've already respawned, but their cars are still there. And an E-Spirit just crashed into him, and that's going to be Coretta.
Well done, Coretta.
Takir just did a purple sector on the second sector.
Oh my
and
days,
one on the
Takir
third.
is improving with a 52.311 lap time, and he's already a full second ahead.
Oh, there's a
an
crash on
F1
the first
fan's
DR
crashed.
zone.
F1 fan has crashed. That's going to be a big
triple crash.
barrier.
That's a triple crash.
Is that critical noob caught
If
up in
anybody's
that?
looking for
Critical noob's off.
Yeah.
And they go off very quickly, and we are underway in France. It's Dakar leading off the line, going down into turn 1, but it's very close together. Their teammate Matt very close behind. Is anyone crashing out just yet? I don't see anyone. Craig doing incredibly well in the top half of the midfield and finishing the first lap of the race. The fastest lap is bouncing around everybody, but it's finally going to Kaikara up to P14, up 10 positions on the opening lap.
Well, I missed the entire practice session, half of FP2, and now qualifying because I had to go to a family event. And I got there on time, and high hopes, do what we can. The car wasn't really made for France, and I'm just hoping for a nice drive through the field at least.
Patrick Huro is now running P13, their teammate Kaikara behind him P14, so neither of the KRs get to break into the top 10. I can't remember where Patrick Huro qualified, but on his return, Patrick Huro will definitely be wanting to do a lot better than P13 at the moment.
Locks are struggling. What lap is this?
Lap 6.
Looks very weak on those softs.
What's my tire percentage on the weakest tire?
Your weakest tire is front right, 95.2%.
Good, work to plan.
It's just going to be a bit of a struggle between your tire wear and the ability for you to keep your car on track in the way you want it to go. Is there a possibility someone might try a one-stop on a hard strategy?
I'm going to compare the strategy I wanted to do in Season 3 and Season 4. Season 3 was going to be a soft hard strategy because of the dirty air being too powerful. I was going to pull the one stop because the tire wear is slightly worse this season and you can't pull those sort of crazy strategies like you could do in Season 3 Japan, for example, almost not pitting and staying hard.
Oh, and I say that, the Aston Martin's coming in for the pit right now, and that is going to be Professor
Bloxer.
Professor lost his wing.
So what tyres they're going for? Are they going to go onto hard tyres and try to take it to the end? Or are they going to go back onto a set of soft tyres? They're going to medium tyres. They're going to get a new front wing.
Boxer snap.
Opposite Merc. Opposite Merc.
Opposite Merc?
Yes.
Where's Merc? No, can I pit? I wanna pit.
In.
I don't like pitting based off opposites. I wanna pit on my own strategy, please.
Oh, there's a crash! There's a crash!
BMW, it's number 36, I believe.
Fanenjaster. Oh, there's an uprising involved there, and there's a Mazda and an uprising somewhere.
I don't know who was the other one, though. I guess we're about to find out, though.
Vicarious managed to put their car P5, Patrick Huro putting their car P7, so a good recovery drive for the KRs, gone from the back of the grid all the way up to the middle of the midfield, the top 10.
There's another crash on the exit. It's a KRR. It's Patrick Huro. He is
Patrick Huro's head of the race.
Out. So it was right after the first chicane. I was going down, or after the chicane, you go into that long left-hander. I just started to turn in, where suddenly my just rear went. Like, it was really weird. I just turned in a little, and it's like I went over some rock, and it just bumped straight into the barrier. It's kind of hard to drive these cars with my new pedals. It just, the input's not the same, and it's more realistic than to my old pedals. Those are kind of meant for these.
Two of the really good drivers
got
are
really too close to the barrier there. That could have ended very badly. The rear end just completely slid out.
Oh no! That's a yellow flag. That is a yellow flag. Aston Martin off of the corner right after the DRS zone. That is a complete crash on number 13. Professor Blockster is out. They need to respawn that car, and that is a huge yellow flag.
Gap to P3.
Your gap to P3 is 10 seconds.
I crashed.
Okay, fuck. Get out of the car. Damn it!
I think I just tapped the wall on the exit. That, or I just oversteered on exit, so I'm not quite too sure, because, you know, you're right up against the wall, so it's kind of hard to tell, but overall, I think I'm driving really well. I'm just being really unlucky and losing focus for like a split of a second that causes me to crash, so I knew that if I can, you know, stay focused and just keep my head down, good results will follow.
And we just had another crash out. That's a BMW Sauber on the final corner. That's Singstam out now.
Singstam, gone again.
This was his last race, and what a way to end it.
Dakar pits.
Okay, so Dakar's pitting, which means that if Merc does not pit, and if Trippy doesn't pit, then they'll be able to get ahead.
I made it, let's go. I didn't crash on the pit entry.
And Dakar saying in chat, let's go, I didn't crash on the pit entry. A nice little homage to last time out here in France.
Back up now, because now you're back up with Matt, is now 420 Merc Music, is your race leader, and behind him will be Trippy.
And Kai Kara, P4.
Whoa, is another McLaren out? What?
That would be Lance Droid. Lance Droid is out of the race.
So that's all of McLaren out of the race now. And not only that, but the other KR, that's Kai Kara, he's now doing his pit.
Dominus Rex has also come into the pits.
And Kai Kara is now out of the pits. He's going to be next to Uprise and Red Star drivers. He's going to have a lot of time to catch up. Seems as though we also have another one. That's the Lamborghini of Aviation Chad going in for the pits.
Everyone, it's pit frenzy. We predicted it. It's now lap 19.
I mean, people need to start doing. Oh, not only that, but Triple for Craig is going to be doing his pit as well. And I would suspect Matt would probably be doing his pit.
Real Mickey Courier coming into the pits.
Possible.
Space Ghost is into the pits.
And that's the final Red Star on the track. Guys, the Red Star is not on the pit section. He's stuck in the pits right now. He's not moving.
That's interesting.
Is he retiring?
My dog got out. I have to go get him. I might have to just stop. I have to get my dog.
Your dog ran?
He just got out.
Oh shit.
Can someone get him?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Oh, fuck. Oh, this is so...
Thank you, fucking Obvious Shea. Captain Obvious. Obviously he needs to put the fucking four wheels on the pit lane.
I think he might be retired. He's 11th right now, which means he's last, and I think he's giving up.
Oh, and I see a Mazda. That's Mr. Mocha going into the pits now.
Oh, just the commentators wondering what's going on with Breezy.
If someone crashes,
I do not know
Just finish the race. At this point, don't bother with pace.
Oh, let's go.
Actually, you know what you can do? I mean, we've lost this much time. Go for the fastest lap.
Oh, and there's a Red Star out. It's Space Ghost.
Did he crash?
Space Ghost is out at the end of the second straight.
Oh my goodness. That strat was for nothing.
Why is it always France? Even last season, dude, I had big issues with France and Toyota.
And it seems as though this might be the way things go. Unless we have one more crash
and E-Spirit, Indominus Rex off at the chicane! On the last lap of the race!
Indominus is out in the middle of the chicane too! They're gonna have to get that out before these drivers come through, because we're about to have 420 Merc Music go through that section.
Here comes Dakar, and he's gonna win his first race of Season 4.
Bring it home, Dakar.
There you go, Dakar. Alright.
Quite relieving, god damn it. Finally 2 out of 4 French Grand Prix won. because that was quite of a disaster, you know, losing in season 1 because of a bug and season 3 because of inattention. Reliving.
No! Matt just crashed! Matt just crashed!
Matt
on
is
the
off!
final lap!
Matt's running! Matt's running! He's going to try and finish the race. 420 Music takes second. Kai Kara is now coming across the line to take the 3rd position. Matt is running. He's running for his life. He's going to get
He wants
P5.
to finish
Greg's
this
with
race.
him. Greg's with him. Here comes Vexagan as well.
Oh, it's a whole run with him. Will he be able to count that as a finish? I don't know. We'll have to see what Fastest says. This is a Talladega Nights.
Come on, Matt finishes P5.
Oh, what a crazy finish for this race.
If I can remember properly, they were just, shouting in the VC, telling him to run. And Matt was just chilling around, like, he wasn't even shouting or anything, he was just calm. You know, get out of the car, press shift, run to the finish line, boom, points. We didn't get an R&D point for that though, so that's sad.
So on the final lap while batting with triple, I crashed on the right-hander before the hairpin. But I was thinking it was just so close, and because they added the sprint function, holding the shift key, I just decided why not just run to the line. And because Fernand already finished behind me, because he got lapped, so I was like, I'll keep P5 either way, so might as well just finish the race. It's not an expected way to finish the race. It was very untraditional, but it was kind of funny seeing everyone suddenly just jump on the track to run to the finish line with me.
No fucking way!
He's running to the line. He's running to the fucking line.
Okay, we done? That was a good effort.
He's fucking running to the line.
Oh fuck, I want to see that.
I know his car's retired, but he's running to the line.
It was a nice strategy, and I suppose the server crash sort of helped us. Because I was gonna pit the next lap. The server crash meant I don't have to pit. However, I think everyone else was gonna pit. And that could have possibly helped me end up in 2nd at the end of the race, had it not crashed. But I think it was just a very nice drive through the field on my end. I was always a supporter of the idea that the top 10 score points if they finish a certain distance. And Matt finished most of the laps. He finished 50 of 51 laps. And he was on course to finish in, I believe it was 6th place. And with that crash, it would have meant he'd score no points. He ran across the line, which we never banned. And he got his points, got no resource points, which was fair, I suppose. I really wanted to put a positive light on Formula E as a good series because of all the negative publicity that it gets. To have the drivers there and the competition in the series look better than what people perceive it as, because it's honestly quite a good series. It's excellent to drive in, and I'd recommend it for a lot of people.
And after a long wait, we are off and away in London.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, I've seriously got nothing else. Like, I'm seriously disappointed in myself for not being able to do the shit I want to. Not because, like, they didn't provide the opportunity. They provided the opportunity. They gave me a fucking team slot and everything. But, like, I couldn't fucking perform and, like, fucking do what I tried to promise other people. When I think about it, I just fucking get embarrassed. I just want to cry myself to sleep. You're still recording this, aren't you?